Welcome back to TCM. I'm Dave Karger. Up next tonight, our Steve Martin Spotlight continues with the comedy that made him a movie star. From 1979, directed by Carl Reiner, it's The Jerk. Martin was already a sensationally popular stand-up comic and an Emmy-winning TV writer when he decided to focus on a career in movies in the late 1970s. His big screen debut was in the 1972 Bob Einstein comedy Another Nice Mess. He followed that by writing and starring in an Oscar-nominated short film from 1977 titled The Absent-Minded Waiter. Martin had also appeared briefly in films like Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band and The Muppet Movie. But The Jerk gave Steve Martin his first starring role in a feature film, and it began as a screenplay that he wrote. Over time, he developed it with co-writers Carl Gottlieb and Michael Elias, and then, as Martin put it, Carl Reiner got into the mix and gave it heart and shape. The Jerk tells the absurd rags-to-riches story of Navin, a dim-witted white man who's shocked to learn that he isn't the natural child of the black parents who raised him. He decides to leave home and seek his fortune, which leads him from one ridiculous situation to the next. Along the way, he adopts a dog, gets a job at a gas station, has a run-in with a madman who wants to kill him, invents a $1 million device, and falls in love with a beautiful cosmetologist played by Bernadette Peters. From start to finish, The Jerk is a showcase for the unique brand of comedy Steve Martin defined in the 1970s. It's absurd and silly, but it's also smart, innocent, and totally cheerful. The reviews weren't uniformly positive when the film premiered, but the audience response was, and The Jerk became a runaway hit. In addition to turning Steve Martin into a movie star, it began a fruitful collaboration and lifelong friendship with director Carl Reiner. They would go on to make 3 more comedies together over the next 5 years. From Universal in 1979, here is Steve Martin in The Jerk. The Jerk was directed by Carl Reiner, who at this point in his career was already a 10-time Emmy Award winner and had been acting in movies for 20 years and directing for more than a decade. Steve Martin was one of the most popular stand-up comics of the era and had also been a successful television writer, but he had never starred in a movie before. He found an ideal mentor in Carl Reiner, who helped him refine the script for the film and understood how to translate Martin's comic persona to the big screen. They went on to make 3 more comedies together, Dead Men Don't Wear Plaid from 1982, which we just showed here on TCM, as well as The Man with Two Brains and All of Me, which won Steve Martin the New York Film Critics Circle Award for Best Actor. Up next is the movie Steve Martin decided to make as his follow-up to The Jerk, and it's a surprising change of pace. It's a 1981 musical drama set during the Depression and again co-starring Bernadette Peters.
Next on TCM, Pennies from Heaven, then Broadway Melody of 1940, and later Gold Diggers of 1935. Turn back the clock with TCM Tonight.